Hey everybody, welcome back to Maker's Playground. I am Izzy, and today we're putting together the Clear Vue Cyclones EF5 system, and all the way from like 10 miles away,
exactly.
I have Paul Bushy with me. Paul runs the Clear Vue Cyclone side of that business, right?
Yep. And
he's going to help us answer all the questions that you have about dust collection and why this system is the one that rocks.
The best.
It's the best.
No.
That's coming up. Stick around. So while the guys are getting everything set up, I want to talk to you a little bit about Clear Vue Cyclones and tell you why I love them. Quiet on a sec! Excuse me. And tell you why I love them so much. So first of all, their price is unbeatable. You're going to get a system that's comparable to something that costs $1,500 to $2,000 more by buying their system. One of the reasons they do that is because everything gets broken down so that it ships to you UPS in boxes. It's not a big freight charge. You save a pile of money there just right off the bat. The next thing is, we put these together, so we're kind of a team with the company. It's not, instead of you guys doing all the assembly work and then putting them on a pallet and shipping them out to you, we do the assembly work here. It takes about 3 or 4 hours.
Yep.
A little more if you haven't ever done one before. And you save a pile of money. I mean, that's just the best way to go. So this comes, everything is inside of this. You have to unbolt the impeller and take out some stuff, and then you mount the mounting plate to the motor, which Paul's doing right now.
Yep.
Pretty straightforward.
First thing that
And
goes
then the
on.
impeller is going to get mounted to that shaft that's coming out, and then that whole system is going to set right inside of here. It's literally that simple.
Yep. So let's talk about taper lock bushing installation. So when you look at the impeller, you see there's 3 threaded holes, 3 large holes that are non-threaded. Inside your taper lock, same thing. You got 3 that are non-threaded, 3 that are threaded. So you're going to take this, you're going to line it up the large holes with this to the threaded holes in the impeller. You're going to line up the keyway, the shaft, and just barely kind of get it started. And just hold it there till it's started. Try to get your keyway in there. This will be the fun part, might take 2 hands.
So this is like the trickiest part of the whole installation right here.
This is the trickiest part. All right, so you're basically just driving that in together. Now we're going to lower it down until the shaft and the taper lock bushing are flush. Go ahead and drive that keyway down. There, just hold it with your hands. And now you want to take this guy. First, let's make them all hand tight so that they're all starting evenly at the same place, okay? Now, just like a tire,
Torque it.
you want to torque them all at the same torqueness. At the torqueness, is that a word?
Yeah,
Same
I'm
tightness.
saying it is.
Same tightness.
Same twist, because you want it to seat perfectly the same all the way around. Because if you get it cocked, then it's a possibility it could come up down the road. And you're just drawing the 2 together, nice and tight on the shaft. I didn't get that one on there.
So is that flange tapered slightly?
It is. They're both tapered. The bushing is tapered and the hub on the impeller is tapered. So it's drawing them in together. And what you just want to keep going around until you're pretty sure you've got it. You don't want to break the heads off it, obviously. But you can see how the wrench is starting to twist without anything going on. Boom. That's tight. That's good enough. There's a set screw right there. It's a 2.5 millimeter Allen wrench. Just go ahead and tighten that bad boy down. Okay, next thing I would do is go ahead and bolt this 8-inch transition on right now. So,
There's 4 bolts that bolt that whole thing
that's
together?
it, just 4 bolts.
Do you need to like cock it or anything? Or?
It wouldn't hurt to put a bead of silicone around it, but it's not necessary.
Okay.
Or some tape on the outside.
Or some tape on the outside if you want to.
Hello! Hello!
When it comes unpacked, you got a top rack. It'll sit on top here just like this. And then the center rack is here. The legs go on the bottom. So first thing you're going to do is going to grab these legs right here. Stick them in there. Okay.
You can drop them too.
You can drop them.
They're okay.
They're sturdy. Thanks for the demonstration, Gary. Much appreciated.
Now go ahead and just
Add some set screws.
add some set screws. Don't tighten them very tight. Just get them enough to stay on there so that we can straighten the whole thing when we're done. Okay. The one thing nice about the stand and over the wall mounting bracket is you're not locked in. For instance, Izzy has high low beams right here that we have to get in between. Now we're able to slide this stand over, go ahead and drop this unit inside there, because we need the height. They have to have more height to get it down inside, and then we'll be able to slide it back into position where they want to. When you have a wall mounting, you're not gonna have that option, so think about it twice if you wanna stand or not.
So this is definitely a two-man project.
Well, don't do it by yourself. Thing up, it's gonna straight down.
You can move the handle.
Wait. After you get this unit on top, make sure you install the clamp because it's a tight fit if we try to do it after the fact. Okay? Your cone goes in here, straight up through the center. Just stick it right in between that.
And next up, we're putting the filters on.
Yep.
And this is like the biggest stack of filters I've ever seen on a dust collector in the five horse
Yes.
range. So let's talk a little bit about that and why you guys did this.
So they're 300 square feet a piece. So the filtration, the more filtration that you have, the longer your CFM is going to stay up, and that's the problem. A lot of our competitors use only 125 or 300 period for their units. And they're always cleaning them out because there's just not enough air breathing through their filter system. So
what you're saying is by adding double the filtration, we get twice the stuff.
exactly. And longer.
Longer's better, good.
Longer's better.
Yep.
Let's mount the filter flange on top. So we're gonna just put that on there. We're gonna just attach it with screws.
All right.
Okay.
That's that. What's next?
So that'll be the top one.
Okay.
The next one, this is our clean out box. The bottoms down here are adjustable screws. So if you get uneven concrete or if you need to take up a little bit more space, depending upon where you stick them,
All right,
you have some adjustment there.
All right.
The filter will sit in here. Once it does, you're gonna want to just put a seal of silicone around there.
Okay.
Put this on here first. And put a small bead around it. That'll sit right in there. And I usually put the seam in the back. The seam back there.
Smart.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep, and just put a nice bead around there. So, what we're gonna do, this is gonna go on.
I'm not gonna know what to do with the dust-free shop. We'll just throw some dust on the floor. We'll empty this out on the floor for you.
Pre-stressing the clamp so we don't break it. It's called pre-stressing the clamp. So all we're doing was we were just trying to make this go on a little easier. Sometimes when they're brand new, they're really tight. So if you just kind of work it back and forth like this, just kind of getting that seal in there softer, it'll go right on. Now we're going to try to figure out the length he wants, cut it off, and attach that to there. So now we'll just have to throw the barrel in here. Okay,
That is a serious machine, Paul.
here you are.
Nice. Thank you. All right, guys, so thank you for watching. As you can see, the installation is pretty straightforward. It comes with a full set of instructions.
Yes.
Best one on the market, best filtration, best bang for your buck. You save a bunch of money by putting a little bit of work into the installation.
Exactly.
And you guys, your customer service is off the chain, so
Thank you.
You can't beat that.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys too.
Thank you very much for coming out and helping with this.
You're welcome. No problem.
It was fun. It
Glad
was
to
fun.
do it.
So we'll get some pipe rent in the next upcoming videos, and we'll see how good this thing sucks. See you guys.